is Valley News Live at 6.
Good evening, everyone. There's been an increase in home burglaries on the south side of Fargo, and police say items stolen include firearms, a vehicle, and scheduled narcotic prescription medications. Valley News Team's Brian Sherrod joins us live now with how you can protect your home from burglars. Brian?
Well, good afternoon, Mike. Right now I am in the south side of Fargo. What I can tell you is that 4 out of those 5 burglaries happened when the homeowners were gone out of their households for a couple of days. Now, they're not sure with the suspects if it's more than one person or if it's just a string of people, but they did put out tips to let us know how we can prevent burglars from busting into our houses as well. Now, the Fargo Police Department says there are several ways to protect your homes from intruders. The first way is to ensure the exterior doors of your home are secured. Always secure exterior lighting is working properly and turned on during hours of darkness. Ensure alarm systems are working properly and engaged when you are and are not home. Authorities say you should get a safe in the event someone gets by your other home security strategies. Lastly, make your house look lived in while you're away.
Maybe have a neighbor park their vehicle here and there in your driveway if that's possible. So maybe your neighbor has a child that has a vehicle that's parked outside. Well, maybe that vehicle can park in your driveway instead of on the streets. Exterior lighting, motion activated lights and exterior lights that are on a timer. Make sure that they're on, because the more lit up your property is, there's less hiding and lurking that people can do.
Now, Fargo Police Department said that you should do the Free My website app, because if you do that and let's say it happened, your stuff decides to get stolen, it will identify your things that is missing. It can help them with recovery and and it can also help them get the items back. Brian Sherrod, Valley News Live.
The online program allows residents to create a secure personal account and enter specific information about property items such as serial numbers, as well as uploading pictures. You can find more information on this on our VNL News app. A man is in jail tonight accused of burglarizing a business in Grand Forks. It happened Wednesday night when county deputies responded to a large Snap-on toolbox on Highway 18 by True North Equipment. Deputies discovered several items were taken from the True North equipment. Police later arrested this man, Matthew Kuznia, for felony burglary and possession of stolen property. We all seem to be adjusting to our weather. Earlier today I was driving around. My car thermometer said 13 below. Later on my way to work, it read 5 below, and I felt good about it. Let's go to Hutch, who's here with a first look at our Friday night weather. Hutch?
You know, Mike, it's a good thing our car thermometers don't show us wind chill values, because look at these values we had this morning. Langdon, the big winner, or, well, we'll just call it the, well, never mind. Nobody's winning at 60 below wind chills. Dangerous cold continues northeast North Dakota and the Devil's Lake Basin into Roseau County and northwest Minnesota with the coldest wind chills. Wind chill warnings continue for the valley and beyond as we go through the overnight hours. Currently, wind chills are in the 30s below for many, and as we head into the overnight hours, temperatures are expected to bottom out again. Now, this morning was Fargo's coldest temperature of the season at 22 below. We're going to kiss that same value by tomorrow morning with wind chills around 35 to 45 below here in Fargo, and it will be even more frigid in our northern communities. Now, Mike, there is light at the end of the tunnel. If 5 below made you smile, I don't know if we can handle seeing your face next week. I'll have details in your hour.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the country's top infectious disease expert, has predicted that April would be open season for COVID-19 vaccines. That means anyone who wants one will likely be able to get one. Sanford Health in town says that they have the manpower to meet the April goal, but for now, there are just not enough doses to go around. Sanford will reach out directly to patients when it's their turn to make sure and monitor their email and also voicemail for any messages from the hospital. Vaccinations are ramping up in Grand Forks. The public health office there is getting around 800 to 1,000 doses a week and just expanded the vaccine offerings now to anyone 65 and older, regardless of a pre-existing condition. Fargo Cass Public Health, meanwhile, is ramping their vaccination distribution too. They say that they have, since the vaccine started rolling out in December, they've worked to streamline their process and make it more efficient. The health department is now vaccinating double the number of people in half the time amount compared to a year ago. They're reminding everyone who's signed up for their wait list to check their mail, email, or messages from the health department, and to make sure not to share their online registration links with others. This is going to slow down the system, taking away spots from some of the most vulnerable people in our communities. In Minnesota, Clay County Public Health is still working on vaccinating folks in Phase 1A. They called Fauci's April goal aggressive, adding that it could possibly be there if they get more doses from the federal government. Their goal is to reach the general public as quickly as possible. And Essentia has not provided a response as to what it plans as well. All veterans enrolled in VA healthcare are now eligible to get COVID-19 vaccine. You must call the Fargo VA at the phone number 701-239-3700 and select option 2. However, this expanded eligibility is only available to those who can schedule their appointment for either tomorrow or Monday. Veterans must be enrolled in VA healthcare in order to get the COVID-19 vaccine through the VA. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz today said that he would relax several restrictions in place right now due to the progress made on the vaccine. Starting tomorrow, top capacity at bars and restaurants in Minnesota, along with indoor entertainment venues, will rise to 250 people. That's up 50 folks as far as being allowed at private events and celebrations. The governor's order does not change the limit on capacity by percentage. That means bars and restaurants still can't go above 50% capacity, and the limit for indoor entertainment venues will stay at 25%. The North Dakota State Hospital in Jamestown is modifying its visitation guidelines since the statewide COVID-19 risk level is now low. 2 visitors per patient are allowed in designated spaces on campus. The visits must be scheduled in advance. The hospital will also resume student clinical training and educational tour opportunities while following health and safety protocols. Later on Valley News Live at 6, dealing with tragedy. You'll hear from a man whose wife was shot and killed earlier this week in Buffalo, Minnesota.
And a wind chill warning continues for the valley as we head into a bitter cold weekend. Some of us will have our coldest air of the season. I'll have details on what you can expect coming up. It's next.